Boom shakalaka, with GBTC selling largely over, here's a nice healthy bullish Bitcoin pattern and where price could be headed. You'll definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including GBTC selling over, nice healthy Bitcoin bullish patterns, and where price could likely be headed. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, it helps out so much. Also, come join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, where we share all the charts we show during the day. Now, today, Fear and Greed at 60, down from yesterday's 61, but you can see clearly up from last week where we were in neutral territory. The overall market down 1% today, but it should be noted, Bitcoin up 7% for the week. Right now at 42,847, Ethereum at 2327, BNB at 306, Solana $100, XRP 51 cents, Cardano 50 cents, Avalanche $34, and Dogecoin 7 cents. And Bitcoin right now sitting on this long-term trend line right above or right about the 50-day moving average, this yellow line. Now, should be noted, the last time Bitcoin broke below the 50-day moving average, this red line right here, bar pattern, is where it headed to roughly $36,000 by the end of February. However, the last time it broke back above the 50-day moving average, this is where the price headed, this green line, which would be roughly $76,000 by the middle of May. So where could we be headed? Well, maybe a triangle between the three, ending up somewhere in there. 40,000 by halving was my prediction, but we'll kind of have to see how that one plays out. Maybe a bit low. Now, as of right now, most of the price movement, probably because JP Morgan asserting GBT selling is largely over. And we can actually see this right here, where for the first day, some of these newer Bitcoin ETFs are actually doing more volume than GBTC selling. So that could be very, very good news. As the sell-off stops, likely the price will stop being pushed down, artificially held down. This trendline magic indicator right here has been support for Bitcoin in previous cycles on the rallies up to the top. Right now at $32,000, suggesting that it would be exceptionally unlikely, if not impossible, aside from like a black swan, that price would go below those levels. But even going below levels where we are right now would be unlikely, because historically, a few months before the halving, Bitcoin price never goes below there. Right now, we're about to close the 5th consecutive green month for Bitcoin, showing that we are in a nice, healthy bull market. This only happens in bull markets, definitely not in bear markets. So the likelihood of the price going down, not too likely at this point. Could just be the consolidation at the 61.8 fib level. If we take a look, from the tops to the bottoms, the 61.8 fib is generally a consolidation level. This happened both in 2013 and in 2016 before Bitcoin price took off dramatically. Right now, we are at those same 61.8 fib levels. That could be consolidation before Bitcoin price once again rockets off to those same extraordinary levels. We have some very bullish indicators on Bitcoin's chart, like this inverse head and shoulders. And as this pushes price up, there are shorts and longs on both sides of the Bitcoin price. As this pushes up, could push Bitcoin price up dramatically as the shorts get squeezed. If we take a look right here, see how far this could push the price up. Based on this inverse head and shoulder pattern, you match the length of the head, which would bring Bitcoin price roughly to $48,000 if this is completed. Now, not only that, but if we take a look at the MVRV extreme deviation pricing bands, similar patterns with previous cycles during past bull markets, Bitcoin rebounds strongly after touching the mean MVRV pricing band, which is the yellow one. So after it comes down and touches the yellow, generally it rebounds very strongly to the red. We have the same thing touching the yellow, rebound very strongly to the red. Now, right now, based on that, the red is at $60,000, but red starts to tick up as the price ticks up as well. And just based on a linear chart, I mean, who looks at linear charts anyways with Bitcoin? We have logarithmic charts for that. But based on a linear chart, nice clear trend line right here, that next level could be roughly about $100,000 top right there. Maybe sometime even this year. And This full predictive model for Bitcoin is saying roughly $225,000 by Christmas time. And if you can wait even longer than that, $1 million Bitcoin by 2033 based on this scaling model right here. You may not have to wait too long. That's less than a decade for $1 million per Bitcoin. And think, you could buy it for $40,000 right now. That's pretty cool. Now, interestingly enough, this $1 million by 2033 prediction is very similar to what's echoed right here with the BitX model, believing that as it goes up an order of 10, it takes longer cycles. Here it was only a quarter cycle, a half cycle, 1 cycle, 2 cycles. The next would be 4 cycles, roughly $1 million Bitcoin by, this says, I don't know, 2040, which is a little after 2033, but it's in an order of magnitude. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, like it, come join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.